A multimedia firm, MSwitch Global, has showcased a creative hub and artworks to the public. The chief executive officer of the group, Kadir Salami, while speaking to journalists in Abuja, says the hub offers creative space for live recordings, content creation and dissemination, podcast recordings, filmmaking, and a wide range of creative service. Salami says the hub and the creative resources available at MSwitch will help young creatives harness their potentials and earn a living for themselves.
In Nigeria and Africa, we don't have shortage of talent. What we have is talent having the ability to realize their potentials. So what we decided to set up here is to have a place where different creatives can come and have their creative freedom. They will be able to express themselves in every way that they would like to. They would meet other people within the community that are like-minded like them to be able to do express themselves visually. We have so many talents around, but you see, there's one thing for you to have talent. There's the other part to be able to use that talent, convert it to a means of livelihood. What we are setting up here is to give that, let people come here and live abundantly through their creativity, their creativity and their talent and skills. That's what we're set up here. So if you go around, you will see the different spaces that we have. Studio sets, Cyclorama, which happens to be the first in Abuja, for example. We have different sets where you can just do stuff like you want to do talk shows, interview, you want to do streaming, you want to do all kind of content that you want to create. That's what you have in this space. We don't have to always look at government. We also need to look at what we can do within our own space. Within what we have as an entrepreneur of about 15 years. I know government can't do everything. All government needs to do is just create an enabling environment, which I think they've tried their bit, and then we just need to pick it up as entrepreneurs to be able to create, do something that we think that can actually move the country forward, within our capacity.
I don't believe government has done enough, but even then, I believe private initiatives like this, like MSwitch, is here to complement whatever little the government is doing now, but I think there should be more focus. There should be more government involvement in arts, because it's a money mining enterprise. Is an industry for everybody, where there is not just the financial and the monetary aspect of the arts. It's also a way of life. It's also a tool for developing the society. So I think if the government can make this connection and know that art is a medium of transition, a medium of change, most of the challenges we are having in the society will be lessened, because we have a huge population of young people who want to, if we have to motivate them, they are easily motivated through the arts. They want to express themselves, they want to get involved in their societies, and there is no other way, there is no other medium of doing this better than the arts. We advise government should, improve their involvement, involvement in the creative industry, because it's an industry that can take a large population of youth, of members of the society, better than any other aspect of the social life. We have the visual artists, we have the musicians, we have the theater artists, we have the film industries, we have the painters, we have the fashion designer, the IT people. Imagine the huge number of people that could be employed if there is huge government investment in the arts. Of course, when we do this, there will be less poverty in the society. One of the first things youth have to learn is that they have to hone their talents. It's not enough to have talent. You have to be very proficient in this talent. It's when you have already learned the skills, you are able to handle the medium, that you know that you can have people that can mentor you and can bring you to the limelight. So it's important, for instance, that students learn the medium of their talent and they hone it. They shouldn't be so anxious to become popular. I think it's more important they learn the talents, then make the necessary connection, learn about the technology involved in their medium of expression. This can help them in the long term to achieve their dream of becoming popular and having a level of self-sustenance and eradicating poverty.
There are a lot of stories that need to be told. And when you look at the youth today, art and culture has a way to open Nigeria's exports community, because tech has been doing a lot of exports in terms of skills and acquisition. We can have a lot of exports when it comes to art industry also. So I think this is the right time for the government to invest more in art so that we can explore our creative side, and also it can tackle unemployment in Nigeria. When they are making the budget, they should actually think of the youth rather than, if you think of the economy, you also have to imbibe the youth in your economy, because you cannot change the way the world is without thinking of who you are growing. Knowledge sharing is an important aspect in our economy and even in the world at large. You need knowledge sharing. You need to teach the young people how to do it, where to do it, and where to go find the places that are there opportunity. The first thing I'll say is open your mind. Seek out opportunities. There are a lot of opportunities out there. Even if we complain that there are no jobs, but there are still opportunities. If you come to MSwitch Creative Hub now, you'll meet a lot of like-minds in the arts industry, in the creative sector. So we have the set designing, we have spoken words. So if you look for a community that you identify with, so seek out opportunities and grow.
There's a lot that government can do, like I complained earlier, that we don't even have a befitting art gallery in Abuja. You know, if once the youth notices that government is becoming actively involved in the art space, I'm telling you, a lot of people will be encouraged to join the bandwagon. A lot of people, you know, government can encourage like this kind of platform. They can provide avenues where artists can exhibit their works. They can also provide funds for young artists because art supply and materials are very expensive these days. Let's say an artist wants to have an exhibition, they should be able to access loan from the bank, and government makes it easy for the artists to go to run into any bank. Once you say you're an artist, you're a creative, even if they are looking for, they want to give you interest, they reduce it very, very well for you to make the person comfortable.